Welcome to Blazing Baseball, Thursday, July 3rd, 2025, where we blaze through today's baseball topics, and we are Astros, Yankees, and Marlins fans. Shouts out to Grandma watching right now. And CEO, we got the Blue Jays beating the Yanks 1-0 right now.
Dang, Yankees lost 3 in a row to the Blue Jays, and they're tied for first place in the American League East.
Yep.
Oof.
So yesterday, the Rays beat the A's 6-5. Pirates beat the Cards 5-0. Padres beat the Phillies 6-4. Tigers beat the Nats 11-2. Brewers beat the Mets 7-2. Phillies beat the Padres 5-1. Twins beat the Marlins 2-1. Nats beat the Tigers 9-4. Blue Jays beat the Yanks 11-9. Reds beat the Bums 8-4. Mets beat the Brewers 7-3. Braves beat the Angels 8-3. Rangers beat the Birds 6-0. Cubs beat the Guards 5-4. Stros beat the Rockies 5-3. Giants beat the D-backs 6-5. Mariners beat the Royals 3-2, and the Dodgers beat the White Sox 5-4. Already today, the Marlins beat the Twins 4-1. Rockies beat the Stros 7-6. Nats, and live now we got the Tigers at Nats, Yanks at Blue Jays, Brewers at Mets, Braves, Angels at Braves, and later today we got the Guards at Cubs, the Giants at D-backs, Royals at Mariners, and the White Sox at the Dodgers.
Okay. Well, last night the Astros did beat the Rockies 5-3, so that was a good game for them in Colorado, keeping them in first place in the AL West. But today they lost to the Rockies already 7-6 in a nail biter. You know, the Astros had 13 hits and 6 runs, but the Rockies had 13 hits and 7 runs. So it was a close game. Mihag got the win for the Rockies. He is 1-0 for the season, and Weems got the loss for the Astros. He's 0-1 on the season with a 6.0 earned run average. At the bat, the Astros had a double by Smith and a triple by Smith. That was pretty good. And Myers. So they had 2 triples, but that wasn't enough to win the game. Walter started the game for the Astros. He went 5 innings. He gave up 8 hits and 5 earned runs. He had 3 strikeouts. His ERA is 4.15. However, even though the Astros did have 13 hits, they couldn't pull out the win and lose by 1 run in Coors Field in front of 25,151 fans today. But the Astros are still in first place in the AL West with a 52-36 record. For the Yankees have lost 3 games in a row. Oh boy, to the Toronto Blue Jays in Toronto. And today they're losing 1-0 in the top of the 3rd, and we got the lineups.
Yes, so we got pitching here for us tied 1-1 now because we got a homer by Grisham.
1-1. Okay.
There we go.
Good homer.
Yep. So we've got over here pitching for the Yanks. We got Schmidt with a 3.13 ERA. And then pitching for the Blue Jays, we got Bassett with a 4.3 ERA. Up first for the Blue Jays is Lukes at center, batting .258. Then Springer at DH, batting .274. Then Guerrero Jr. at first, batting .278. Then Barger at right, batting .267. Then Kirk at catcher, batting .305. Then Clement at shortstop, batting .302. Then Wagner at third, batting .203. Then Schneider at left, batting .228. Then Jimenez at second, starting out here. And we got up first for the Yanks, we got Grisham at center, batting .250. Then Rice at first, batting .235.
And he just got a single.
Yep. And then Judge at DH, batting .363. Then Belly at right, batting .269. Then Chisholm at third, batting .239. Then Dominguez at left, batting 259. Then Volpe at short, batting 224. Then Wells at catcher, batting 213. Then Peraza at second, batting 156.
Go Yanks, 1-1, runner on first base, and there's one out, tied up in Toronto. Judgy grounds into an unfortunate double play ball. That's the inning. Okay. 1-1.
Yep, and CO Altuve passes Jeff Bagwell on Astros hit list.
Oh, it's amazing.
So he's second now.
Yeah, he had a homer last night.
Yeah, that's awesome.
He had to win the game.
And it looks like we have some new talk about the Alvarez setback here.
With his broken hand.
Yeah, so of course there's an ESPN article that says Astros GM Alvarez setback not as bad as feared. And then there's a Yahoo Sports one here that was 3 hours ago. And let's see here.
They had encouraging news. But wait a minute.
Yes, let's see here.
He had pain.
Yeah, apparently due to inflammation.
Okay, so he couldn't get back in. Okay, he's got injections. Okay, well, he's got to get better.
Yeah, it says as a result for this Yahoo Sports article, it says as a result, Alvarez reportedly received injections in his hand and will still be shut down from activity. But the time frame has now shifted to a couple of days rest rather than anything more.
Okay, good. He's close.
Yep.
Okay. That's good news for the Astros. I mean, they lost today, but they're hot.
Yeah.
If we'll look at the standings here and we'll figure out their streak.
Yep, we had the hottest June of any Astros club ever.
There you go.
Yeah, Pat McAfee was saying today that the Pirates are the hottest team, which they have a pretty amazing stat, which is basically they have the most run differential in the past 50 games since the 1800s. And
that's pretty good.
That's pretty good. But, I'm arguing that the Astros are the better team still right now.
Yes. Agreed.
And so we can even take a look at the standings here to back that up here. In the AL East, we got the Blue Jays and Yanks tied up first, followed by the Rays, the Bums, and the Birds. In the AL Central, we got the Tigers in first, followed by the Guards, Twins, Royals, and White Sox. And in the AL West, we got the Astros in first, followed by the Mariners, Rangers, Angels, and A's. And in the NL East, we got the Phillies in first, followed by the Mets, Marlins, Braves, and Nats. In the NL Central, we got the Cubs in first, followed by the Brewers, Cards, Reds, and Pirates.
Right, the Pirates are in last place, even though they scored so many runs.
Yeah.
It's pretty amazing.
Yeah, they're 8-2 their last 10 games, so they're doing good right now, though.
Yeah, warming up.
Yep. That's what they need to stay alive.
Yep.
Right here before the All-Star break. And in the NL West, we got the Dodgers in first, followed by the Padres, Giants, D-backs, and the Rockies.
Okay, so the Dodgers are 8.5 games in first place. They're pretty tough. They look like the team to beat again. And the Astros are 7 games in first place.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, that's really good by the Astros.
Mm-hmm. And is there any other baseball topics you want to go over today?
Well, tomorrow starts the Subway Series with the Yankees against the Mets.
It's always fun.
Yeah, that's always fun. Subway Series is really fun for New York.
Yep. And we'll catch y'all here on Blazing Balls in a minute, blazing through today's other sports ball topics. Peace.